With the conclusion of March Madness and the Kansas Jayhawks walking away as champions once again, one of the largest sports betting events for the casual sports fan comes to an end. According to Forbes.com, this year alone, 45 million Americans were expected to bet over $3.1 billion on the tournament. Yet none of these bets were made here in Massachusetts. That is because the Commonwealth is among 18 states in America that still have no legislation in place to legalize sports betting. In addition, every neighboring state around Massachusetts, besides Vermont, has sports betting legislation. Despite this, sports betting could be coming to Massachusetts sooner than we think. Currently, a bill rests in limbo within the Massachusetts State Senate to legalize sports betting. At the moment, Senator John Keenan is one of the state senators that would have to vote on the bill.
So the House of Representatives passed a sports wagering bill, and the Senate will act on it next. That's in terms of how the process normally works. So there's a real question of whether the Senate will take up the bill or not. It would legalize the betting on sporting events, and it would be done through various ways. Under our gambling laws in Massachusetts, we have different categories of licenses for a casino or secondary facility to a casino. This would basically set up three kind of categories where a casino would be allowed to have sports betting, where a track would be allowed to have sports betting, and then there'd be a third version which would be kind of electronic, all online sports betting access.
People's opinions on the matter do vary. Some believe that it should be legal since it could benefit the state by putting the people's betted money back into the state to fund things such as building projects or education. Other states surrounding Massachusetts that legalize sports betting are attracting Massachusetts people to go across the border to gamble, and their money goes to benefit those other states instead of their own. So it makes perfect sense to legalize it, right? Well, others believe that legalizing sports betting could lead to more people adopting gambling addictions, and others worry that sports books would be targeted towards the youth.
I am not a gambler. I worry about the addiction issues associated with gambling. I worry about, even short of addiction, young people being brought into the gambling situation and not having the resources or the means to do it, and perhaps getting in trouble financially as a result of it. Advertising is another area where the House bill that passed does have some language in there relative to advertising and targeting young people. I would want to see those provisions be made a little bit stronger. I don't want to see young people being targeted by the sports gambling industry.
These are strong arguments, and both are right in their own way. But one thing is clear: betting is a serious matter and should not be taken lightly. To the majority of the people watching this who are under the age of 18, don't get caught up in any form of sports book betting, as it should not concern you, and it can cause serious problems for many if you were to try to sneak your way into it. For the rest of you adult seniors and faculty, remember to bet responsibly. Set your limits and make sure you stick to them. Educate yourself in financial literacy. Do whatever you can to make your betting experience safer and more enjoyable. Reporting for CoBlue News, I'm Joseph McLaughlin.